Good morning, dear students. I welcome all of you in my class. Today I am going to start with a new unit number 4, linear equations in two variables. So first of all I am introduce this chapter to you. Some basic concepts are there. If first of all we are going through these basic concepts, this will prove very helpful in our to solve this chapter. Let's start. Linear equation in two variables. Every one of you know what is linear equation. Linear equations are those equations which have degree 1. Linear equations are first degree equations if they are two unknown quantities represented with the help of any variable. It may be x, y, z, u, v, any variable, and they are bounded by a relation or follow some rules. They form a linear equations in two variables. Two unknown quantities are there and the equation having degree 1. Topics covered in this chapter are first linear equations, second topic is solution of linear equation, third is graph of linear equation in two variables, fourth is equations of line parallel to x-axis and y-axis, representation, the solution of one variable linear equations in the number line or in a Cartesian plane. Material required for this chapter is we need a graph paper, we need a colored pencils, scale, scissor. Okay, with the help of these things we create a magic in our maths notebook. Let's start. Now here I am listing some basic concepts for you. You must add to your commit to memory session. First point is the equation of the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 where a, b and c are real numbers such that a and b are not both zeros is called a linear equation in two variables x and y. Now I am repeating again, an equation in the form, it is a general form of linear equation ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 where a, b and c are real numbers such that a and b are not both 0. One of them is 0 but not both are zeros is called a linear equation in two variables x and y. If b is 0, then anything which is multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. We are only remaining left with one variable, but in this chapter we are dealing with two variables. That's why I am saying a and b are not 0. They have some coefficient value here. I make this easy with the help of examples. Now look at the first example. Meeta and Ria work together to make 86 garlands. Here we are not clear how many either of them make. We have two unknown quantities, for one for Meeta and second for Ria. They both makes 86 garlands. Let Meena makes x garlands and Ria makes y garland. So this relation can be put in the form x plus y is equal to 86 because they both are making 86 garlands. So I am representing this situation in the form x plus y is equal to 86, which I am talking about ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Now I am taking second example. In a one-day international cricket match, two Indian batsmen together scored 176 runs. Here the situation is same. Two batsmen, total runs 176. So the number of runs scored by one batsman is x. Now let the number of second batsman is y. So the equation represent in the form x plus y is equal to 176. Here I am using two variables to represent my equation. The linear equation, because the degree of equation is 1. This is the basic form of or the general form of linear equation in the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Now come to the second point. A linear equation in two variable has infinitely many solutions. A linear equation in the two variable has infinitely many solutions. Means, now I am explaining with the help of one more example. I am writing a linear equation here. X plus 2y is equal to 6. By inspection, x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 2. I am putting any value for x to find the value of y. So infinitely many solutions are there. If I put x is equal to, I am getting the value of y is 2. If I put x is equal to 0, so I am finding the value of y is 3. If I am putting x is equal to 6, the value of y is 0. If I am putting the value of 4, x is equal to 4, the value of y is 1. So I am making this coordinate by putting any value of x. I am getting the value of y. And the combined, you already know the combined value of x and y is known as coordinate. So infinitely many solution, because I have no limit. If I want to put x is equal to 7, I am putting x is equal to 7. If I want to put x is equal to 5, I am putting x is equal to 5. So for every value of x, I am getting corresponding value of y, which makes my coordinates. An easy way of getting a solution is to take x is equal to 0 and get the corresponding value of y and vice versa. If I put x is equal to 0, I get the value of y. If I put the value y is equal to 0, I am getting the value of x. So I am writing this in the form of table. So every linear equation in two variable has infinitely many solutions. It depends on our choice how many solutions I want to find from this equation. I am putting 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, goes on. So it represents infinitely many solutions. It makes to commit to memory session. Every linear equation in two variable has infinitely many solutions, which is my second point. Now I am coming to the third point. The solution of linear equation ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is an ordered pair xy. You already know. You already studied in the third chapter. This is known as a ordered pair. 2, 2, 0, 3. First value represent x, second value represent y. Combined value is called a coordinate and is also called a ordered pair. Okay. Now fourth point, the graph of linear equations is obtained by joining any 2 points in a solution. Here I am making a graph of linear equation for you. Look at this. By joining any 2 points on a graph paper, I am getting a representation of linear equation in the form of a straight line. Once again, the graph of linear equation in two variable is a straight line. Linear equation always represent a straight line. Linear equation in two variable always represent a straight line. The graph of linear equation in two variable is a straight line. All the ordered pair lies on a straight line. All the ordered pairs lies on a straight line for a linear equation in two variable. The equation of x-axis is y is equal to 0. The equation of y-axis is x is equal to 0. The equation of any x-axis is y is equal to 0. Any point on x-axis is y is equal to 0, or any point on y-axis is x is 0. A line parallel to x-axis is perpendicular to y-axis. A line parallel to x-axis is perpendicular to y-axis. A line parallel to x-axis is perpendicular to y-axis, and vice versa. Our lines parallel to y-axis is perpendicular to x-axis. Perpendicular to x-axis. The line parallel to x-axis. The line parallel to x-axis. The line parallel to x-axis is perpendicular to y-axis, and line parallel to y-axis is perpendicular to x-axis. Okay. Now come to the last second point. The equation of any line passing through origin is the type y is equal to mx. M is any real number. The equation, when the equation in the form y is equal to mx is always passes through origin. Is always passes to origin. Let I am taking m5. So 5, if put the value of 1, these are the coordinates. Any equation in the form y is equal to mx, it always passes through origin. This point is also add to your memory part. Every point on the graph of a linear equation in two variable is a solution of linear equation. Look at this graph again. This is also the solution of this equation. If I am putting the value of a given value in any given linear equation, if it is satisfied, left hand side is equal to right hand side, only in that case it is a solution, otherwise it is not a solution. If I taking this point and put the value x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 3, 0 plus 3 multiplied by 2 is equal to 6, 6 is equal to 6, left hand side is equal to right hand side, so it is the solution of this equation. So every point on the graph of a linear equation, every point on the graph of a linear equation in two variables is a solution of linear equation. Okay, let's go through these points once again. I am explaining you today the basic concept for this chapter. First, the general form of linear equation. Second, linear equation has infinite many solution. Linear equations is always the solution of linear equation is a ordered pair. The graph of linear equation is obtained by joining 2 points. The graph of linear equation in two variable is a straight line. Equation on x-axis is y is equal to 0 and y-axis is x is equal to 0. Line parallel to x is perpendicular to y-axis and vice versa. Equation of any line passing through the origin is of type, यानी कि this type of equations always passes through origin. Every point on the graph of a linear equation in two variables is a solution of equation. Okay, let's go through these points. Now I hope I am introducing this chapter to you in a very easy way. Now you go to and revise these basic concepts. Today I am only introduce this chapter. Tomorrow I will start with this chapter with the exercise 4.1. Thanks. Have a nice day. And if you face any problem in any concept, please WhatsApp me with your problem. Okay. Thanks. Have a nice day.